Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this edition of Good Evening, New Hampshire. It's 6:30 p.m., and let's begin. First up, healthcare center employee attacked with bear spray, officials say. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
It looks like spring and summer are here. And so is a Toyota Summer Starts Here event. It's just in time for you to get a new ride at Hurlburt Toyota. Right now, Hurlburt.
Some intense moments playing out at Country Village Center in Lancaster Tuesday morning after a resident allegedly assaulted an employee with bear pepper spray. According to wildlife officials, the spray is normally used to stop aggressive behavior in the animals.
Staff knew right away what it was, so we knew that what we were dealing with was not lethal.
Investigators say the employee was sprayed by a man in a bedroom just before 8 a.m. As for why, Police Chief Tim Charbonneau says that is still unknown.
I had a brief conversation with the person who sprayed. In my personal opinion, I don't believe that there was any physical impairment with him that I'm aware of.
Charbonneau says the man did not appear to have any mental health issues either. The incident prompted a mutual aid response. 8 people were taken to Weeks Medical Center with eye and skin irritation. There are about 85 residents in the facility. Half were moved to the dining room and the rest were taken to an adjacent building until firefighters gave the all clear to go back in.
It was just essentially moving people to a fresh air environment.
The police chief says he has contacted the Coos County attorney and any charges will depend on what the investigation determines, which could take about a week.
We will continue with following up with talking with the people that were affected with that, getting all their names, gathering up, and exactly what happened.
And now the Country Village Center tells us the man at the center of all this was removed by police for the safety of the other residents and employees. We're live here in Lancaster tonight. I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Horses caught on the loose on Massachusetts highway. Two horses were loose during rush hour traffic on a busy highway in Massachusetts. The horses were spotted trotting down Route 2 in Acton Tuesday afternoon on the westbound side of the road. A commuter posted a photo on Twitter of the horses in front of an SUV. The Twitter user said the horses created a 15-minute backup and it appears they were wandering around since there was no trailer around. No word from authorities on where the horses were before showing up on Route 2. Also, no word if they're looking for a ride to get to Elmont, New York for the Belmont Stakes. Three men arrested for dragging stolen shed down road. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Gutter system can be challenging, but we make it easy. Quality Installation is the nation's leader in gutter installations. Call now for a free assessment and ask about our 10% discount. Quality Installation, serving Greater Portland, Lewiston, Auburn, and Augusta.
Really? I mean, yeah. I can't imagine that. No, not on a trailer or anything like that. They're dragging it down the road with a truck. I mean, so I don't know how you do that. It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Tuesday evening. And here is a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this evening. Dow drops nearly 200 points after Trump says he's not satisfied with China trade talks. North Korea summit may not happen. Stocks dropped on Tuesday after President Donald Trump said he was not satisfied with U.S.-China trade talks. He also said a highly anticipated summit with North Korea may not happen after all. Breaking down the debate over violent video games and school shootings. The investigation into the latest deadly school shooting is far from over, but that hasn't stopped some people from drawing conclusions about the alleged shooter's influences. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick argued that violent video games have created young people who are disnared to violence. There's no evidence indicating how often the alleged shooter, a student at a school, played video games, if at all. And now let's turn things to weather. Your weather right now is overcast, 59 degrees. And your weather for tonight, showers ending, lows near 50. For tomorrow, turning mostly sunny and warmer, highs in the mid to upper 70s. And now let's take a look at your sports. Sports, LeBron scores 44 as Cavaliers even series with Celtics. LeBron James scored 44 points, surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar atop a postseason list, and helped the Cleveland Cavaliers even the Eastern Conference's finals at 2-2 on Monday night with a 111-102 victory over the Boston Celtics, who are looking forward to getting home. And now let's take a look and see what's trending online this evening. Hashtag Celtics. Hashtag World Goth Day got 76.4k tweets. Hashtag Things Learned from Mr. Rogers got 20.7k tweets. Dottie Dobby Frank got 6,398 tweets. Panama City. Texas Taxi King got 4,319 tweets. Jizza Baristia got 4,853 tweets. Hashtag Harvey Milk Day. And hashtag Stupid Questions for Buddha got 2,274 tweets. And that does it for this edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of Good Evening New Hampshire, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night for another edition of Good Evening New Hampshire. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.